John Lilly once put it this way: there are no limits at all to the human mind whatsoever, except those we impose on ourselves because of our beliefs. And those limits are also beliefs to be transcended. And that's a view that suggests that the possibilities of human transformation are virtually infinite, that we have no way of knowing the outer horizon of what it means to be human.
Our bodies that we wear around our soul are a projection of that soul in this place, and our bodies here is the technology that all species want to get.
Mm-hmm.
When people come to that foundation of understanding that literally the skin suit you're wearing is the technology everyone in the galaxies and the universe wants, because when we're a complete species, we can go to multiple thousands of locations because we have all the DNA and soul codes to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We all have it. Just a matter of clearing out that closet so you can see what's amazing things that could be happening in that clean closet and activation. A lot of us are still sleeping.
That's right. And some people are sleeping hard and snoring really loud and preventing other people from waking up. And some people are snoring so loud they're waking people up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why I call our media the snoring giant.
The snoring giant,
Right. Sometimes you get used to the snoring, and sometimes you can never get back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So do you do any grid work to heal
I do
the planet?
quite a bit of grid work on myself. I connect to various parts of the planet, and every day or two I'll do a complete scan of the world, and I'll be looking at the Earth's grid as well as the code and patterns that are being. Think of it like a Morse code. You know, think of a three-dimensional sphere with a grid layer on top of it, and wherever the grid layers intersect, there's a spark of energy and a total random pattern all over the world, and I'll start paying attention to the pattern of the various energy points of the Earth are modified and changed, and I'm looking for how the system of domination and control is being reinvested into the system, because it's ever changing, because a consciousness in Australia might wake up that really requires a lot of energy to put down, or a group of people in India will decide to come together in a dream format that can really change the world, and then they'll come in there and spend energy there. And they have a very low level of reserve energy right now. And the energy, in total to spend. The system of domination control has a vault of energy.
Yeah.
And the court system is the daily tax of energy that it gets from the whole world every day. Every culture has a court, and every court in our world is related to an energy domination system, which is fed through England and then into the Vatican and then into Israel to the Temple of Solomon, which is actually a building of spiritual technology that's many hundreds of thousands of years old, that the ruling families and the ruling elite people that have been running the world have always known what this technology is, and
That's
that
right.
for it to be used, you needed a system to communicate to the whole world and tax it of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to.
Oh man, I just put hold on, let me see. Oh shit, I just again, but Andre, you there? Andre,
Maybe you should just
Hey.
invite me instead.
Andre's
Yeah,
there. Go ahead,
yeah,
Andre.
yeah. Sorry, I was just typing.
I'm sorry, Andre, I did this wrong.
You're here,
But
mate.
anyway.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. Are you at work already?
Yeah.
You're working hard. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard or hardly working?
Yeah.
I work effectively.
Boy, you got there awful quick, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm driving fast. Hi, Andre.
Hey, mate. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah,
Hey, by the way,
I'm a bit fatigued at the
that
moment.
guy
but-
Rona is there. I was getting ready to talk to him. Rona,
Yeah.
he's online.
He's going to school now, so I don't think he will talk now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I gave him a message, so he should have it. So, what are you gonna do now, Peter?
I'm gonna just sit here and wait until for another hour about, and then I have a meeting. I'm going to present some stuff for a group of people.
Yeah. Well.
So
Be ready.
what's been going on, Peter? Like, because you don't have much time.
Oh, yeah, well, we had a very interesting conversation with Tony together with Maria, my girlfriend, or soon ex-girlfriend. Yeah, so that was very interesting. It was a challenge for me, a bit. But I understood what was going on after a while.
At least he found out in time.
Ah, so she was interfering
What
with
about
you
you,
or something?
Andre?
She was. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just have myself muted. So she was interfering with you or something, or those?
No,
Don't worry about it. I don't need to know, mate. It's cool. So.
it's just we are not.
He's got his
really-
Cuban. He's got his Cuban.
Are you smoking a cigar, Tony? You're making me a bit jealous here.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That's a Cuban cigar.
Wow.
Yes.
This is the one that my family tobacco plantation in the Dominican Republic. But this is actually Cohiba seed tobacco.
Mm.
My cousin goes to Cuba once a year, and they get these all the tobacco plantation owners that go see. They go to Cuba. They meet with the people involved in the Cuban cigars in Cuba, and then my cousin knows Fidel Castro Jr., which I've seen pictures of him all together, and I see Fidel Castro Jr. looking at my cousin's wife. You can tell he's looking at her, you know.
I don't think I'd ever smoke cigars, but I love the smell of real tobacco like that. You know, there's a real.
Me neither, actually.
It's I like the odor that they give off. You know, real tobacco.
Mm. I know how to read the ashes. It's too short to do it, but if I get a new one, I can start. I can just roll it and think about the person, and about when the ash starts to grow.
Yeah.
Then I start reading. I can read what's saying about that person.
the energy intent of the individual that did it.
And see, it isn't short. It was only halfway. It was that long
Yeah.
when I started. Now it starts to get really strong. Oh, you ain't gonna believe this, man. Hey, I want you to look at it. The end of the act. Look at the part that is red.
Yeah.
See that image there? Actually, this is the image of I've seen these type lizards, in the walls and caves of Australia. It looks like a camouflage, some kind of lizard. And I see, I see a woman. Look at now. Wait a minute.
It's like a little head and the white body.
Yeah. I see the must be that woman I keep seeing in you. Here.
Yeah.
There's a face of a woman there. That's for you, Andre. Remember that girl I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Just a little bit ago. Golly, coming in the cigar.
Yeah, I don't know. She's out there, mate. So I'm debating whether that one I ran into is the right one as well. But we'll see what happens.
You see the hair on the side, and in the center, you see her face. I see her eyes. I see her nose and her mouth, her lips.
So basically, you're telling me I'm going to run into her in the next couple of days. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, man. I see it, man. I see it when I look at it. I blow into it and I see it. Oh, I enjoy this.
So why
Andre is soon running into trouble.
I'm going to be disappearing, basically.
Yeah.
But,
we all need a companion.
Hey, Peter's here, Tony. So you did the big activation 3 or 4 weeks ago, and you've been processing it all, and now you've reconnected to him. So what's been going on?
Tell them about that telepath that you did the other day.
Yeah.
And they make connection right away.
Yeah, I have a friend in Denmark who is quite much in tune. He's doing a lot of work on the etheric level, helping people, but he has been exposed to a lot of bad energy. Anyway, I've been trying to get in touch with him for 3 months, all summer.
Yeah.
Sending messages on Skype, etc. And then I sent a message to him telepathically.
Like, hello, sunshine. Get your act together. I'm wanting to connect.
Please call me on Skype. And 10 minutes or something, 15 minutes, he calls me on Skype.
Very cool. It's like, all right, I get it. What's up?
Yeah.
So is he someone you're wanting to get some assistance to, sort of thing, or get on his?
Yes.
Yeah, cool, very cool. Because you're going to have to be doing that like me, you know that. You're not going to get out of just sitting back and stuff. You've got to kick people in the butt, mate, to get them on their path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And interacting with this guy and Nickie and Andrew, you've got responsibility now. So. But it's good responsibility, like that's why I'm really glad that you did connect with Tony and did it the way you did, because it was, it's really pure and stuff. And my 102-year-old meditation leader, who I haven't caught up with for a while, because I've been so busy with these guys, you know what I mean? I've been living in my bed or in the gym just to keep it really simple, but she always goes to me, oh, you've got so much work to do. but you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. There's a responsibility, right? But it's cool because when you do it, it's actually benefiting humanity, you know. So
Yeah,
the timing element obviously is pretty cool.
I need to show you guys something. Wait a minute. This girl that you're gonna meet is going through some negative obstacles.
Okay.
But these obstacles are breaking up. I've been breaking it up with my mind, and I'm going to show you what the cigar looks like when you do stuff like that. If you look at it, it's breaking up.
Looks like a bird's head. Yeah, yeah.
Look at, see how it's breaking up?
Yeah.
Breaking up.
Mm.
And you see the ashes is changing?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like open up like a flower.
Yep.
Whatever obstacle she had is now leaving her.
Very cool.
Because I saw obstacles around her, negative obstacles.
Mm.
I said, well, let's remove that. So that's when it shows proof on the cigar, that means it's actually happening right now.
Mm.
And that's what's happening right now.
So you're my anchor man this time, Peter.
Man, that thing is splitting up. Look at that.
Hey, did you know I had an interview on Sunday night, Monday morning, my time at all, Peter?
Could you say that again?
I had a radio interview.
Yes, I know, and I haven't listened to
it's
it yet,
cool.
but I will.
It's cool because what I was going to say, right, is the guy that's the radio host. He's very cool, and he talks a lot to people in his truck when he drives during the week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So if you're looking to talk to someone, he's very cool as well because he's coming together, like you, like me, and all that. But he's isolated in Chicago, and there's not many people around. So if you're looking to really talk to someone, he's very cool as well. It's like just feet two in Skype. But he's got like a phone like you that can't add contacts during the day sort of thing. So, but he's someone really cool to chat to and things because I'm trying to give him some different opinions and perspectives and stuff. And Tony mentions a friend D that I know in Connecticut. I'm sort of trying to give him a few people to chat to about things.
Okay.
What are you showing us, Tony?
There's a dog. There's a face of a dog. Somebody's had a dog that died in the past.
Yeah, yep.
And I see his face right here.
Ah,
There's a dog in there.
I've got a good friend. Her name's Maya. She's like 60, but she's like a Shaolin warrior, and she had a dog pass last year or earlier this year.
That dog, it keeps appearing, man. That dog is next to her all the time.
Okay, I'll tell her that.
I see the dog, man. Clear as a bell. I see the eyes, the nose, and everything, man. It's amazing.
That's my friend Maya. She goes to John of God. She goes to the castle in Brazil, and she's very.
What do you mean, Maya? 13 minutes. What is that?
Well, I'm gonna tell her that you were picking up that she's got her old dog that was 15 years old around her all the time.
Yeah, that dog hangs around her all the time, even though it's dead. It's with her.
Yeah, no doubt, because she really looked after him. You're on fire with your cigar, buddy. Literally on fire.
Well, that's the reason why I probably lit it, you know?
Yeah.
My God, I see the dog even more clear now. Hold on, let me close it. See that? See the nose and the eyes and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Look how clear it is now, man. See it?
Yeah.
I told you, man.
Hey, I haven't been with you. I haven't been around when you've actually smoked the cigar like this. So this is cool.
So how did the radio show turn out, Andre?
I was actually really fatigued, so I couldn't. Usually, if I do a radio interview, I read all my stuff to get up to speed, but like studying, and I didn't have the energy to do it, so I just thought, well, I'll wing it, you know? We call it just go by the seat of our pants, and yeah, it went well, but I can improve as well, you know, because I've got a lot of information, and just trying to figure it out how to express it verbally, it's a bit different.
Look at this, man. Wait a minute. Look at it.
Yeah.
And there's a dog face. Oh my God. That's incredible, man.
I said to Tony, then now I see you, Andre. Hi.
Yeah, I thought I'd put my video on for a bit. I'm a bit fatigued. I've had a couple of coffees already because I've been doing a lot of physical stuff and talking. Because I saw you a little bit.
I saw you clear, but now you're a little bit dark in that room.
Yeah, it's overcast.
The sun.
It's not really light. It's really overcast today.
Yeah.
You know, they removed the videos from...
Yeah, Revolution Radio, they lost all their archives. They got shut down, the Revolution Radio YouTube channel. So all of Andrew's old readings are gone as well.
How was that happen?
Because the people that run the station need to do a lot of healing work, and they're vulnerable. So, you know, they're very resistant to psychic and spiritual healing, so they get smacked, you know. So
they are changing the management there.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't really been
At least
around.
at the Wolf Spirit Radio.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been around Wolf or Revolution Radio for probably 6 months at least. I called in there one Monday, and then there's an Australian girl that I just avoid, Helena. So she left her husband and drove across Australia and tried to get into my life last year before Andrew. And she got pregnant a month after she left here, you know. So she was on a mission to sort of mess me up. So, yeah, I was just naive. I was trying to help her and stuff, and she was not who she made herself out to be, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an interesting place. A lot of people find their way there, but they're all messed up. Like Bill, that's been around Tony. You were trying to explain what Dee perceived about him, Tony.
What?
You were going to read what Dee? Yeah, was picking up with Bill.
It talks about Bill Grant and all that. Don't worry about it. That's forgiven. But listen, I want you to do something for me. I have a YouTube page. I mean, a YouTube. I would like to give you the YouTube login.
You want the interviews up?
I want you to, if you can put those videos that you got on me and put it on that YouTube thing.
Yeah, well, Max Steel with Stephen Kelly.
Yeah, let me give you the right here for you.
Just do it in your private Skype a bit later. We'll do it a bit later if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, it'd be a good idea because I usually email you with the write-up and then the links to the videos so people can hear you and they're not there. So.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
I'm in a conference room.
All right. Hey, I got a vision here. I saw it in the cigar here. I see a train. Okay? See a train coming this way. And there's an explosion on the right, from the front of the train, and it goes all the way back. A fire, and it keeps exploding. until it hits the right before it hits one of the train carts. There's 3 people in there, but they're able to get back to the other cart. They don't get hurt, but I see a train exploding. I just saw that in the cigar.
So
I don't know where it's at, though.
I was just typing, so I was muted. So.
And, well, you know, about the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy, that thing is going to fall down and crack and fall down. And when that happens, something incredible is going to happen. It's going to chain react. It's a chain reaction of different things.
Yeah, because it's an energy anchor. It's an energy anchor point.
It says expire on the 20th. I just got a notification.
Hey, Nickie wants to join in.
See what that is.
Nickie wants to join in.
Oh, yeah.
Bring her in, my buddy.
You're the one actually calling her, I think.
Hey, Nickie.
I think you
Nickie,
need to.
you there?
I think you need to bring her in. Oh, there she is.
No. No, she's there, man. Nickie, you there?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
There you are.
I just need a bathroom break. I'll be a sec.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hello, Peter.
Hi, Nickie. I've missed you.
Oh, thank you. I miss you too. I've often wondered how you've been.
I'm doing good, I think. Yes. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
what's going on? You're smoking. I could see that with your Cuban cigar.
Yeah, I'm smoking a Cuban cigar, but I read the ashes. I've been telling them things about a friend of Andre. That I said, Andre, one of your friends lost a dog, died a dog. Yeah, about a year ago. Well, tell her I saw the dog in the ashes, and I showed them they saw the dog in the ashes too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Peter?
Yep. I could see the dog. Dog's head.
Nickie, did I tell you that the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy is going to crack and come down? It's going to fall down finally. But when that happens, a lot of stuff is going to start chain reaction all over the world. Different things happening.
Yeah.
That's a sign, big sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell. I shouldn't be saying this, but no, I better not. But you just watch. Something's gonna happen to the bad guys very soon.
Yeah. We know that's coming already.
Yeah, did Tony mention about the Tower of Pisa?
Yeah. Yeah.
About that plane, that train that I saw in the cigar ashes, the train that is going to explode on the right side. It's going to explode and continue and go back to the first cart. And there's 3 people in that cart, in the train cart, and they see the explosion. They run to the next cart. Nothing will happen to them. I only see the explosion, but it's gonna derail, and some people are gonna get hurt. But I'm hoping that that's not gonna happen. I don't want nobody dead. I don't want nobody to get hurt. The people want to get hurt, but not very serious. But I see that the train's gonna derail, but I can't see what country it is. It seems like somewhere in Europe. Somewhere in Europe.
Did you let Nickie know Peter's in his work office about to do a meeting or something?
Yeah, I'm at work. Well, it's still an hour until the meeting.
Are you still at your friend's, Nickie?
I'm sorry?
Are you at your friend's still, or you're home now?
Yeah, I'm still at my friend, so it's okay. I'm on headset.
Yeah, Tony.
I'm actually going through the crystal, the 13 crystal skull, and I found a statement that talks about in December 21, 2012, there was going to be a unity of 13 skull. And when that happened, something's going to happen. And you're like, ding, ding, ding. Do you remember that conversation, guys?
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
about the 13th skull. So
yeah.
I'm
sitting there. We can see him, and he's pretty tuned in at the moment.
So I could see that with his cigar. So what happened was, guess what? Where I was at on December 21, 12. I was in Chichen Itza, the pyramid.
Yeah.
Doing the activation.
Yeah. What's coming?
Oh, it's happening on the ground. It's happening on the ground in the Vatican, in the floors down below where they keep these children in cells. And I see these guys doing a ceremony, and they're wearing these black monk
Hood, yeah.
robes, but over the head you can't see their face. But I see 3 of them, okay? And they're worshiping. I see the Pentagon, that it's on the floor. Oh my God, why are they doing this? Actually, the star is made with blood. I don't like to see that kind of stuff.
Ritualistic sacrifice, child sacrifice.
They're doing it right now. They're doing it right now.
Child sacrifice for the energy line.
Yeah, do you remember, Andre, we had talked about the Chatsworth, where the line where this is actually the initiation of all the human sacrifices, where there's over 1,400 cases of children, and it's in the proximity of where the Child Protective Service Center is, and that's where all the rape cases and the killing happen. It's crazy. So
yeah, I just put the article about Rothan in England up with about the 16 years of, and what we worked out, Peter, last week is that that's a big energy line, right, through Rothan, and it goes to a place in the central region of the island of England, and it's like there's many lines that goes into the center, like geographically, and there's this big house and estate. It's called Chatham House, and in that is like an old estate, like one of those Rothschild sort of massive manors. And if you look at the symbology of all the the water entering the place and stuff like that, there's a lot of child sacrifice stuff going underneath it. And that feeds into the city of London. And the whole reason they have all the sexual abuse stuff is to stamp down the natural ley line through that region. So, like what Tony's saying is picking up on that same stuff, just in a different area. So, yeah.
Nickie, I'm going to need your help here. I want you, I'm going to write here, I want for you to help me project. Okay, I can do it by myself, but it would be better if you help me. So I'm gonna write down these words here, and I want to project these words exactly like I said. Project it to all the children that is inside those cells to start chanting this words. so they can say it out loud.
Okay, it's already done.
Okay.
It's already
What?
done, Tony. I already did it.
Okay. Let me check. Yes. I see the reaction already.
Yeah, they're gonna start rioting soon. They already started. It's gonna be really fast. We work on quantum field, quantum speed. That cell's gonna break. Okay, now your word just show up on my screen.
Yeah, it took like a minute. Took a minute for it to come
I know,
through.
it took forever.
We got some friends tuning in, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you can feel, if you guys tune in, you can feel it. It's like earthquake shaking right now
Absolutely.
on this cell.
Maybe the tower piece will fall down finally. But
Yeah.
it will fall down. It was going to fall down. I saw it.
It's not just earthquake, you guys. We're talking about celestial forces and energy that's like coming down and causing the vibration. And then the shaking on the underground where the cells are located. And things are like shaking. You could see dirt falling down, you know, and just by kids. And they notice that the more they increase their like chanting, you know, it's like adding to the vibration. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful because because you know that what's going to happen.
It's happening.
Well, hopefully
Yeah,
those,
it's like
those
breaking.
priests are getting spooked.
Yeah, it's like breaking the curses. That's what it's happening right now, and it's a salvation of the mother Christ, and you can see it. You can see it. The mother Christ, she's there, huh?
I just
Did
saw
you see it?
the V for victory. In the let me see if I can show it to you.
Oh, this is a divine intervention. So, yeah. The good luck with the Vatican. So they have no idea like what is going on. They're thinking it's earthquake. But the Monsignor, the high top level who are very intuitive, they know because I can see in the past right now one of their kind of like advisor, you know, that come and whisper things to their ears. They basically telling him that the anticipation of what is coming. And so it came. The days has arrived. It's like a second, third day of the solar flare. Good night, Bob. Thank you.
On the top.
So
It's hard
yeah.
to keep.
Yeah, I see it.
There's a V there.
I know.
V
I see
for
it.
victory.
So yeah, they've been anticipating the solar flare. The solar flare days marks the I want to say, what do you call, like, not revolution, the release. What do you call that? There's a different word. I want to say the word like irrevocation, like the reverse, the release of the curses, and what bounds them is the children that the sacrifices.
I can't smoke no more. It's too strong. Can't handle it.
Okay, let me finish my work.
Wish I had more.
They're panicking right now, you guys. Big time. Panic. Yeah, it's celestial being of love and light, of the feminine energy entering and intervene. It's a divine.
Right here too.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Incredible. Incredible thing happening. Let me just write this to my friend here. You know Terry Joyce? You know her?
Is that the sound of your dog?
No. Right now. Okay, no, I'll stop it here in a minute. Here we go. Okay, it will stop right now. Watch.
Every time I unmute, there's interference, so I'm just going to be muted.
Okay, that seems to help.
Yeah, actually it was Andre. It was you, Andre. That was you.
Okay.
It sounded like something like that.
I'm checking the Vatican.
Yeah, check that.
You know what? You guys should
What?
keep an eye on the weather. You're going to see a cloud, like ring of clouds, right over the Vatican. And they're like, what's going on? They don't know what the weather situation, but we should keep an eye on the weather and what the reports are, because that's what I'm seeing.
They might say it's a blessing for the Vatican.
Yeah.
It's divine spirit coming through
Yeah, the divine intervention.
Yeah, but
And that's
they'll
what's
claim
happening.
it as the Vatican's power, but it's actually
Yeah, the Vatican. But they know that it's more than that. Oh dear, this is funny.
yeah. Child sacrifice is the game's up if you're doing that. Seriously, game is up.
Yeah. So what happened is in these cells, this bottom floor, they have a writing, and in these writing, what we heard about is called spells or curses. It's all broken, you guys. All the spell written on the walls are broken.
They're
all
cracked.
The curses.
They're cracking.
Mm-hmm.
See cracks.
So what that means is all the spell that traps the soul, they can no longer do that. It's against divine law of creation, what they're doing. They're broken it. So
Let me see if I can get her to come with us here. I trust 100%.
okay, now I'm working on releasing the souls that they bear the body. Not just the body, but they've taken the blood, and then they would put it on like the stones with the curses. They would write what they want, and they, like a magic spell, like a wish list in magic spell form, and they would smear the blood on it. Okay, with that blood stain is your DNA. That's like fragments of your soul. So I'm working on that to clear all of the soul that has been stolen.
I see a vision right now in the walls. There is the Knights of the Templar cross it's glowing in black instead of red, and I see it erasing itself. the walls are erasing. These are all diabolical symbols on the walls, and they're starting to disappear. Oh my God. Oh, it's definitely happening.
Hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty.
You remember when I told you, Peter, that I can do earlier?
Yeah.
About going into the minds and disrupt them and take control of it. It's happening right now. I've done it to those 3 dark forces that were dressed in monk suits and black. I got their heads going nuts right now, all 3 of them. Let my dog out. I'll be right back. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, wow. Incredible. You know what they told me to do outside? These people worship a plant that's got a weird. It's not from Earth. They brought that here, and it grows in darkness. Does not need sun or nothing like that. It grows in darkness, but it's actually illuminated with a strong gold light. That when the lights come on, that plant, it's got a weird shape. It looks like a human shape, and it's got a gold. When the lights come on, because they don't use lights down there, they use the old types of oil lamps. You know, you light it up and it lights up, because that's what they use down there. And when they turn them on, that plant turns gold. So they told me to go outside. They told me to go outside with my dog, which I did. And I saw the plant in front of my eyes. And you know what they told me to do? They told me to pee on it. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I peed on it, and it started to turn black. It started to die. And I saw it in front of my eyes outside just now. And I peed on it, and you could see the plant, like going like this and turn black, and all of a sudden it just started to crumble. In other words, the message in that crumbling is that the Vatican is crumbling. And it's everything down there is starting to, all these symbols that's in the walls are cracking. I see it cracking. It's like you get a cracker, you step on it, and it just goes like that. And believe it or not, that's what it happened. And I see the plant. Black is losing its power. The illumination is crumbling. It's falling apart. It has no more life.
what you're saying is like a name, or the spell is like a branding, right, of the earth. So if the spell is broken, then the control over the earth from that anchor point is gone. So yeah, I mean they're under siege. They're under siege from all different angles. You know, the effort to get war going is to sort of keep the ley lines trapped, and they've got to escalate it because people are waking up and doing their clearing and stuff. So the more people do their clearing, the less power they've got. That's the answer.
I feel that in any day, they're telling me that in the next 6 hours, there's going to be appearing children with their mom and their father. The father come later, but they're out there with their mom. In 6 hours' time, they're going to start. The children that are on the ground are saying those 3 words I put there, and they're going to chant it in. They're going to enchant this sound outside. And I see 3 bishops. I see 3 bishops. I see 3 bishops listening to those sounds. And those 3 bishops are going to chant those 2 inside the Vatican. And something's going to happen there very critical. So it started. It started.
So what you're saying?
Yeah, it
there's some
already
good
started.
guys. There's good guys in there as well,
hearing
right?
it. They don't have a choice. You know, not everybody's bad, even though they're in there with the Bad Boys Club. Because if you are human, you always gonna have the spark of light. You know, that's the divine. That's the divine in them. So because of that, and those that are practice good heart, good wisdom, divinity, they'll see more, they'll faster, and they'll be the one that they'll be saved compared to the one that's not.
You hear my dog?
Mm-hmm.
Every time she sees my energy come out of my hand, she does that. Okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Just relax. It's okay, baby. It's all right. She sees me change. Okay, it's okay, Mama.
Okay, I'm seeing myself appearing in front of these bishops. I'm seeing the divine intervention appearing in front of the children. I'm getting chill all over me, you guys.
Yeah, me too. We're getting help from above.
I'm also seeing the angels with trumpets, and they are tooting the trumpets, you guys.
Yes.
They're all coming down, the angels. They're literally singing with their trumpets. It's almost like I'm seeing a bunch of I don't know what they're called, all those bishop, and they have different levels of hierarchy. It's almost like their curses, the curse is like broken. You can feel it. It's like in their heart. Not in the heart exactly. If you want me to locate it, it's by the sternum. The sternum, you go 1, 2, 3 inches up from the below your rib cage. You have a sternum, go 3 inches up. That's where it's at. It's like crackling there, and then you go to the right at about 45-degree angle. And that's another where the heart is activated. and all their members is like, because they have all been cursed with the spell to hold their heart. It's like they're all being like broken out of the chain.
Nickie, you got to see this.
Mm.
The children are being beamed out of a white light out of their cells and are going straight up into a small ship. I talked to my people to send 3 ships over there to please remove all the children into safety. I see the children, all of them, being pulled straight up, removed.
Okay.
There are no more children. There are no more children in the cells. They've all been removed. 68 of them. Exactly 68 of them.
The dead children with their soul trap are still being released as we're speaking. There's a lot of them, you guys. I can't even keep up with the numbers with the counting. They're still being released, the souls.
I have the whole full count right now. 718,515 souls being released. That's a lot of children.
Yeah. I've even seen some, like a pregnant mother, and they actually kill the baby and the mother together. I'm also being shown that too. So I'm releasing all these souls to helping assisting them with the ascension.
Interesting timing now, because this weekend there's a big NATO meeting in Wales. Like, all the leaders are meeting in Wales this weekend, coming to form the direction with the warpath.
Well, anything that Vatican has to get their fingers on for control, they're not going to have that much power, because we just release all the innocent souls. See, you have to understand, when people die, okay, if they're not, majority of people are not ascended at all. They think they saw heaven, but that's not heaven. All they did was saw the light of the tunnel. That's like the portal. That's all it is. It's not heaven. So a lot of the soul are trapped into this world, and there are spells that people use to trap those souls. Okay, and I've seen this. And not only that, when the spider went to live in Washington with his friend, they live in that purple castle. Do you guys remember the purple castle one time?
Yeah.
And there were these people in this purple castle that they were living in, and they were a lot of ghosts there. And the ghosts were not nice to him at all. And so what happened was the ghosts would steal his wallet. They would do all kinds of stuff to him, and some of their members of their friends, and there were only 2 of them. And so they were asking me for assistance, and then I read it, and then I found out through my intuitive work that the people that owns the castle were doing spells, and they were trapping the soul and enslave the soul to use them. And that's not right, you guys. It's not right at all. Not right. You can't trap the soul. You have to release. So all those ghosts were angry, and they just keep staying, and they just keep bothering people. So this is the same case with the Vatican. They kill the young one, because the young one have access to divinity. That's why they chose the innocent. And they also, not just, when I say access, I'm talking about using as a portal, as a stargate. Okay? That's why children, they always have most imaginary, right? They're like, You guys know what I'm talking about. The most imaginable kids, and they talk to God or whatever. They see things, you know. That's why, because they're still connected
They're pure
to the other
souls. They're
side.
pure souls until
Yeah, their soul is pure. It's allowed them to see, and their pineal glands are not calcified yet. So that's their antenna. So by killing them, okay, the soul who's already connected, you can harness that and use it to your own command. It's an enslavery system. That's what they did.
yeah, it would be really cool, Tony, if the Tower of Pisa falls down right in the middle of a critical meeting at NATO this weekend.
Yeah.
Giving you the middle finger, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know which goddess shows up at their site?
What?
Guan Yin.
That's
Mhm.
beautiful. That's beautiful, Nickie.
That's the one that's showing up. And the word is merciful. Mercy. 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 What does that mean, you guys? It means that these people have sinned for thousands of years.
Yeah. It's time to give
Sin,
it up.
terrible.
Give it up.
Yeah, they broke the universal law of divine codes. And when that happens, that comes with severe punishment. Severe punishment.
Yeah.
And if anyone attack the divine or the celestial being, that's even worse of punishment. That means someone can lose their divinity over it. It's that bad. But I can tell you, there's a lot of blood, you guys. It's like a pool of blood. They're showing me all the blood that they shed in there. Can't believe these people. Do you want to see what happened to the people that actually did the acts of murder? Yeah, not good. Do you remember that movie, Indiana Jones, when the Nazi opened up the Ark of Covenant?
Yeah.
And anybody who with their open eyes, what happened to them? Like the light just beam out of their full body, right? That's what happened to them. So, if you guys want to know what that looks like, watch the movie. The light just beam out their eyeballs. And it just kind of like disappeared. But in agony pain. It wasn't pleasant. So those who committed, the one with the knife. Yeah. Now I could still feel and see their ground, the floor, which has marble, granite, beautiful, still shaking. It's incredible. So above the Vatican, there'll be a huge ring above them. Big circle, a ring made of clouds and colorful. There's some purple, there's some pink. There's a little bit of tint of like gold, which is kind of orangey.
What's the significance of this cloud formation?
That's a sign of the divine intervention. The divine goddess is here to intervene. That's what it means. And also the ascension of the deceased children. and the mother who carries the baby while they kill it. Man, these guys, man, they don't even put you out. They kill this kid while they're still like open eyes, awakened and conscious. It's terrible.
Maybe.
Okay, so where else do we go now?
Well, let me explain this. Because I was muted at the time when you were talking, but I saw these different caverns under the very bottom. You could see the walls crumbling, and you can see big holes, and you can see through many rooms. They're empty, but the last vault of the Vatican is I see cracks. I see big, probably like 2 inches, 3 inches thick. It was stone, though. One of the pillars, it's made out of stone, and they had to repair it several times, but I see it cracking now. There's a part of the last floor in the vault is in one corner is cracking. They're shaking down there now. Everything the children have been removed, and all the souls being removed. There's a crack down by the vault, and it's starting to crack. It's getting bigger and bigger, and those vaults are really huge back under there, and it's starting to crack. It's gonna crumble. It just started.
Trust me, the floor, the marble floor, the pretty ones, when you go through the tour you step on, they're still shaking. You know, it's like all my life, nothing has ever been coincident. Of all the places that I've been to, Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. It kind of dropped.
Yeah. So, of all the places I've been to, it was like a purpose. And believe it or not, Vatican was one of them. I visited the Vatican.
Wow.
Yeah, it's never a coincidence. Oh, and guess what? Did you guys see my posting I copy paste for you about 2021-12? About the 13th skull?
Yeah.
It said what? The Mayan calendar believed that on December 12th of 2012, there'd be a unity of the 12 skull, a 13 skull. What does that tell you? I got to go and visit the Mayan civilization exact day at that location.
Yeah. Not only that, you activated the main bloody temple.
Yes. That's right. Not only that, I was there activating that bloody temple. I walk on that ground. And when I got there, the tour guide said there has never been in the summertime where it rains and cloudy. And it was sprinkling and it was cloudy. Because I did not want heat. I did not want hot. I said, I need clouds. So here comes the clouds. And I did not get sunburn, and I did not die of humidity. It's really bad over there. So, it was good. But, yeah, I was there activating it. It was really funny.
That probably set off the trigger for all this now. Many things.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was really funny. They were like, talking to the chief, you know, like a chief of the tribe.
Hey, listen, there's I just saw in Egypt, I was underground, and I looked up, and there's a hole that. Hold on, I'm going to lose her. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, I'm here. But yeah, Nickie's gone.
Nickie.
Peter had to go to work.
Yeah, she.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. So they were like, I don't know, you guys, maybe we had at least 50 people, big group, all walking, right? And I had partial white. I didn't wear all white, and I looked, like nobody cared. And I was very like almost obscure, camouflage. And it was funny because they were trying to do a ceremony right in front of the pyramid, and nothing was going right. Nobody was, they said, so the chief ombudsman was saying everybody line up in one single line. Nobody could file a single line. It was ridiculously crazy. And mind you, majority of people on this cruise were metaphysic people. It was hysterical. And I'm looking at what's wrong with these people. So I got tired of all that stuff, right? You guys know me. I just go off, do my own thing. So I called Bob. He's like an ET guy. He's into ET stuff. I said, Bob, you and me, we go out. We're going to ditch the group. And that's when I did. I walked off and I did my activation. I still have pictures of it. And I saw spacecraft like right booming on top of the Chichen Itza too. And then when I came home from the trip, and the group, the white group, you guys, it was hysterical, right? They couldn't follow direction. They couldn't get anything right. So the authority at the Chichen Itza had them removed from standing in front of the Chichen Itza pyramid. And then they moved to some other location. While they had them move to other location, me and my friend were walking around, doing our own little tour, and I walked all the 4 corners of the pyramid and did the activation. And then nobody bothered us. Nobody was bothering me. And my friend just had a camera, and it was just me walking around and do my work. It was hysterical. Because no one was bothering us. We did not get anybody boot us out or anything. And then, while this was happening, Richard Hoagland was trying to detect. He has all his instrument, and he was detecting some kind of energy field like coming off from the pyramid. And it was a massive type of energy that was going like crazy. Okay. And he had his whole theory about it. I think I even have a DVD when he gave a lecture about it. It was hysterical. Cause you're like, cause I was there doing the work, and when he was trying to figure out this, and he had a lot of problems. It was like celestial being working at the same time. It was hysterical because they had the guy go and, they had a security came and removed Richard Hoagland from measuring the pyramid. Okay. But he wasn't the only one, and he was not like obvious. Him and his girlfriend or wife and then another guy, and that was it. And they looked like a normal tourist, but they were targeted. So that's when I'm like, oh my God. So the celestial being didn't really want him to measure what is going on, but he wasn't able to measure the complete, activity of the pyramid when I was working, but he did got like portion of it, enough to say, wow, something happened here. But not the whole story. He did not get the whole story.
Yeah, because he was claiming it as his work.
Yeah, he was trying to claim his work. And, it makes sense. If I was there doing the work, because they would have had eyewitnesses, because Bob was with me, but Bob is really cool guy. He's not the type that, he let's just say he's got honor and integrity. He's not going to sell you out. He's not that type for fame and money, So Richard Hoagland would, and he's the type that, he's got to have the fame and blah, 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 all that stuff. He was booted out, literally away from the pyramid. It was hysterical. Everyone was being chased away from the pyramid when I needed to do the work. And at the time, I didn't realize, and I'm like, why is everybody gone? But I wasn't so concerned, I was like, why there's nobody here? Okay, I'm just gonna go do my thing, And I went and I did my little thing. So, it was really interesting. And then, until Tony said to me about the 13th skull, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Did you see what I posted about 13th skull?
What, here in the chat room with us?
Yeah.
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 Hey, Andre, what you mean by Peter is hosting?
Like he called you and me.
Oh.
So if you're hosting a call in Skype, then if you need to leave it, you hang up the whole group. And that's why the connection dropped before.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so here's my question, Tony. Okay, you know the thing I sent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It said that the December 21st, 2012, claiming the reuniting of 13 mystical skull with Foresto, a catastrophic allegedly predicted or implied by the ending of his calendar. Can you explain what that statement just means?
Well, it's the apocalypse, but the catastrophe is the control of the system of domination and control. It's not anything bad for humanity, it's bad for those that are in control. And they're projecting their fears. So it's nothing bad. It's about coming back into the human truth, But it's giving people the opportunity to go into fear state because they're worried about the unknown, It's all a load of crap. Because until people have cleared their stuff, fear is the choice,
Hey.
What did you pick up, Tony?
I picked up a underground in Egypt, some kind of room with a whole bunch of types of writing on the walls. And then as I looked up, I could see a round light coming from the top. It's actually the sunlight from outside coming through the light. A round hole just opened up when you were talking a little while ago. And I saw a light like if a tunnel appeared from the outside into the inside. It opened up while you were talking, and then I saw some of the writing on the wall, Egyptian, that it started to disappear. The writing started to disappear. Not all of them, but a certain line was disappearing.
On which wall?
And the wall of, it seemed to be like a tomb or something, but I believe it's inside of a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
where? Are you talking about the Vatican?
No, in Egypt. This in Egypt is connected to the Vatican. Okay, I know it's two different countries, but actually it opened up and I saw it had the Illuminati symbols in there, and they start to disappear, like if we went back in time before they actually wrote it, but before they started to write it, it actually disappeared.
Mm.
In other words, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's starting to go every part of the world.
Yeah.
It's a ripple effect.
And I saw the symbol of the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the symbol of the Nazi.
Okay, do you want to know about the symbol of the Nazi?
Yeah, please.
The truth of it, many people have believed that it came from Hindu and Jainism is not. It's Enlil. Enlil, son of Anunnaki.
Yeah,
He's a bad son.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
guess what else I discover?
what.
I also came from that lineage. You want to verify that?
Yes, it is very.
So Anunnaki had two sons, Enki and Enlil, and has a sister. Look at the sister's name.
Because this is all linking into Tellinger, Michael Tellinger. Remember
Yeah.
with the chips, Tony, the other week?
Something's trying to take me back into the past. I feel like that I'm going to go very deep into it.
Okay.
I might just, let me see if I can do it or not.
You can do it. I'm going to help you.
Okay, I need to go back in there and change something. I need a change. Okay, I'm gonna start to go in now. Goes back to the days of the dinosaurs. I see some reptilians there. Very tall reptilians. About 9 foot tall.
This one have scales, huh? Not
Yeah.
thick scale, but they're more like a thin but pretty type of scale.
Yes, you're right.
More smooth. Yeah.
I see the constellation of Draco.
Yeah. Or Draco. Draconians.
Yeah. I see things being erased. I need to stop this right now, Nickie. My people.
She's just gone to the restroom.
Yeah, my people are telling me to stop right there. Don't. It's a chain reaction like dominoes effect. You hit one, they all start to fall, and they're falling everywhere. It's falling all. It's like a domino effect. They told me to come back, Nickie, and they told me don't do no more for today. Let it go. It's already started. We started it. Just let it go.
Yeah, they said that you don't want to overdo it because what will happen is the side effect of that is a major earthquake or mother natural disaster. You know, we don't want that. We want to change on a more gentle.
Like there's a process going on. There's a process going on now. It needs to play out, the process.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What happened to Andre? Andre, you still there?
Yeah, I'm muting in and out because it sounds like the interference is coming from my end.
Yeah. Alright.
You can hear it? I'll mute now, you watch.
Yeah, it's much better when you mute. It's not staticky because it bothers my reading.
Yeah, I know. Oh boy. What an incredible day. Andre, what time is it over there, you?
Well, it's 4 p.m. here, so it must be 2:30 a.m. where you are, mate. So you must be getting tired.
I am tired. I'm about to. I can go on, but
no. Pace yourself. It's all done.
The problem is, I went to bed last night at 2 in the morning. This morning, well, at 2 in the morning, and I got up at 6. and I've been up all that time.
Well, like you said, you got pulled back, and it's just got to play out. So
yeah. So baby, come here. My dog keeps telling me that it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Baby, you get on me? On me? Yeah, that's what she wants. All right.
So, Tony, can you confirm for me quickly?
Yeah. Confirm. Okay. Confirm.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What I just said to you. So Anunnaki was one of the, the ET gods that came down, had 2 sons. Enki is the good son. Enlil was the bad son. And they had a sister. The sister was the one that did all the genetic engineering. She was the creation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So why do I feel like I'm connected to?
Because you are. Because when you started to talk to her, talk about her, I kept seeing you.
Yeah, Nickie. Guess what? The name, Nickie. Nickie. It's spelled Ninki.
It is. It is you. Because every time when you started talking, I kept seeing the image of how you look. You know, it's confirming that it's you.
Yeah. That's my reincarnation.
And you've been on Earth so many times.
I know. It's getting boring. All this warfare, drama is really boring.
Yeah.
So, Nickie was the one that, did help and in charge of the genetic engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've definitely taken on many forms. When I did the research, because of Andre started off, Nickie, 1,400 children raped and killed. So that started off this whole ring, and I did a research and ended
all
Nickie.
I said last week was I was debating whether to go to the gym or not because I couldn't be bothered doing anything. And I was just looked at Google and I saw this thing and I was just contemplating 1,400 girls being victims of sexual abuse, and all the government organisations were just inept. There's just something so wrong about this. I can't get past it. It was just in my field. So and you were doing some data entry and you couldn't do that region for some reason. So, but you need to get going, Tony. Go to rest, mate. All right?
I'm already starting to fall asleep.
But I tried to talk to you, and then Peter was coming in, and then Nickie was coming in. So we've got to have a chat soon, all right?
Yeah, I'm glad Nickie was here.
Yeah.
Thank you for thank you for everything, Nickie, today.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for holding the space.
Bringing the Vatican back into where they should be, not what they're doing. 780,000 souls. That's crazy. That's so many.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
719,515.
But you imagine just they've needed that to hold it. You know, it's such a negative thing, you know. So
that's a lot.
That's a lot. We'll catch up tomorrow, Tony. Go get your rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna first. I gotta go take a nice shower with you. Oh, I can't wait to take it. All right. Good night.
Care.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I was gonna butt in and say, hey mate, speaking of race amnesia, do you want to go galactic on me now?
Sure, I'll go galactic on you now.
yeah. I'll just preface this as saying, like, I've actually known Andrew for a long time and I've actually avoided this, but last November and I mentioned that year of prep, I did a enormous amount of healing, the revocations and all sorts of stuff and colonics and that, and it sort of prepped me for around November, where I did a healing with my shaman. And first of all, I went with an intent to call back my soul shards, and he actually uses sacred living, young living oils, and he actually used gathering in that healing. And I had a Chinese martial artist, like, past life bleed through that came back, and I picked up the injury from that death. But then the next healing later on, he actually pressed me in my gut, and he told me to smile at myself, and I saw my soul, and that was an enormous thing for me, because it felt like a completion of calling back all my shards, and I saw myself on the soul level, and then it was like, the avoidance with not seeking this out from you, Andrew, was like there was purpose, because I had to do it myself. Like,
correct.
Yeah,
you're right. There was an attitude and an affinity for wanting to do it yourself. Okay?
Yeah, develop those muscles. You know what I mean.
I'm going to start with some of your galactic history, because your theme, you've got two themes. You get to the apex of your creation and somebody steals it from you or kills you. And then you get to the apex of your creation and you defeat those that are trying to kill you, but the message is unheard because there isn't an infrastructure to spread it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the two themes your soul's going back and forth with. So I think one of the more important lifetimes for you to actually truly pay attention to is when you lived on the Pleiadian homeworld of Alcyon, where you were in an expression. You ever heard of the three tenors?
Yeah.
So the three male Pavarotti singers, et cetera, you were an equivalent of that on their world, but not in entertainment form. You were able to sing as the tenor in a voice harmony with the actual conscious mind of the planet. So you could be chorus to the planet or lead singer to the planet. And there were groups of 3 to 25 that would come together in star patterns on various specialty energy points around the planet, and they would begin to sing. Well, then the planet would then share your song with all other high-frequency beings who are looking to share in a ritual of global chorus, a way to excite global dream time, to bring all species on the surface of the world in a higher form of awareness, no matter what they're doing as they're filling out their daily job, to bring the highness of multidimensional awareness through the power of song. Psychic song, telepathic song. You gained in such notoriety and specialty for what you did until you began singing with not one planet, but several dozen planets at a time. To them, you were the greatest superstar of a baritone that was out there. To the highest regards, where there are even monuments on the world to you, that created an entire infrastructure for spiritual people to let go of their physical worlds and take the journey on the celestial song path. How's that resonate?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling it through my body, but it makes sense in this life because a lot of people, they hear my voice, they don't know what it is, and they get triggered by it. So
right.
whether it's just in the recording and stuff like that. So I've had a chat with you and stuff.
It's because they've heard your voice in other
soul
lifetimes.
level, yeah.
And some of them weren't Pleiadians. You know, your music was traded amongst worlds.
So that's why I'm into DJing as well.
Well,
for the music.
that's the scale. I mean, you're not working with celestial minds and billions of beings simultaneously. You're just working with one dance floor.
But I mean, the interest in music, you know, and what it does.
The interest in music is
yeah.
it because it's the exchange of energy.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental exchange of energy that, you know, within your own chords, you can create all of the rules that can prevent energy thievery around your songs. That you can create it, make it a consciousness, a collective consciousness creation, as well as a consciousness creation that can stand the legacy of time. That's why you chose music as the fetus, because you knew you could create the legacy. And you came in this lifetime to create a legacy that would be valued, that would be seen and not be stolen.
Yeah.
So there are other things in your galactic history very similar to this galactic baritone or a Pleiadian baritone, except you're not a physical being. You're much older. You're even before the expression of when the Pleiadians and Arcturians, so you would have been around 158 million years ago. So really stretch your mind to go that far back into your history and realize that you lived as a being of energy who would go between nebula to nebula to nebula. And each nebula has its own background chorus and music of the sentient being that holds space in the nebula to make the form of the nebula, and then all the things that live inside it. And some of these beings are energy, and other of them are like giant space whales that are physical form, that may be out of a variety of materials, but they're still a biological skin suit in space. And this is some of your centricity of originally coming to being, was functioning in the vast nebulas that were creating the most primal forms of life in the most intricate forms of skin suits that could travel galaxies or universes. There were certain types of nebulas that were nursing areas for special skin suits, similar to like a shark or a whale that could go through space, but they could travel in between universes. And you were a nurturer of those skin suits and would often encourage physical beings who were traveling in light ships inside your nebula to make companionship with these inter-universal beings in the nebula, facilitating a communication so micro beings can be transported via this process from one universe to another, one galaxy to another, at whatever scale that was needed to be done.
Fascinating. So the whole like tuning into Earth thing, when did that all start?
You're too old to not realize you were part of the creating of it.
I have been told that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you first say, I'm going to put my name on this approval of the plan? Because you were part of the creating of the plan too.
Yeah. You've mentioned created beings recently in some shows,
so not founder beings, no. I'm talking like the actual creation of the Galactic Ascension Machine, the creation of the original creation of Earth before the Galactic Ascension Machine was created, when Earth was just a planet out there compared to a bunch of other planets that was in non-free willed universe. Before our universe became free willed, you were already here, fully established, and a part of the paradigm that was going to create a 7th density galactic seed planet, because you knew full well that there was a massive immigration of people that were going to come to this universe after it became free-willed, and you wanted to create a inter-universal infrastructure of how to get life to these new places.
the planets. G-Force, Princess, Tiny, Heop, Mark, Jason, and watching over them from Center Neptune, their computerized coordinator, 7 Zark 7, watching, warning against surprise attacks by alien galaxies beyond space. G-Force, fearless young orphans protecting Earth's entire galaxy. Always 5, acting as one. Dedicated, inseparable, invincible.